Hello viewers, welcome to Saki's Book and Cook. Today our topic is about biological tissue, which is a part 2 of our biology. In part 1, as we discussed about what is a cell. So introduction in biology, we discussed about what is biology and what are the different studies in biology and what are the basic points about biology and what is cell cytology and who invented cell and about the size of cell and etc. we discussed in our cell theory, and what are the different types of cells according to the nuclear membrane, that is prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. All these points we discussed in part 1. So in part 2 we discussing about the biological tissue. So in biological tissue is nothing but simply a group of cells, and which is cellular organization level between a cells and a complete organ. That is, the space between a organ and a cell is nothing but we called as it is tissue. And tissue is derived from French word tissue, means weave, and study of human and animal tissues is called histology, and connection with disease called is histopathology, and for plants it is called as plant anatomy. So these tissues are found in living organisms as well as non-living organisms, that is plants, animals as well as humans. So in this we discussed about what are the plant tissues, what are the animal tissues, and what are how they are classified, and what are the human tissues. And come to the history of the tissues. The term was introduced in anatomy by Xavier Bichat in 1801, and he was the first to propose that tissue is a central element in human anatomy. Now we see about the plant tissues. Plant tissues are mainly characterized into two types, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue, where meristematic tissue is a temporary, that is cell division is possible. In permanent, again classified into parenchyma, sclerenchyma and collenchyma, and xylem and phloem. In permanent tissue, here cell division is not possible. So this is an example of a plant tissue. Here every tissue has their own functional unit, and it is found in the location of a plant, and it may be found in stems, leaves or any other part of the plant. So as meristematic tissue is capable of cell division, it is found in every part of the plant, like stems, plants. This is an example of meristematic tissue, that is a lateral meristem, that is this is a cross section, and this is a parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue and sclerenchyma tissue, where parenchyma cells found in every soft part of the plant, and collenchyma cells found in specific part of plant like leaves and stems, and sclerenchyma found in mature parts of plants or trees. Where come to xylem and phloem, xylem is used mostly for transporting water from roots to stems and leaves. Here left one is xylem and right one is phloem, and phloem is responsible for transporting food produced from photosynthesis from leaves to non-photosynthesis plants like roots and stems. Come to the animal tissues, they are again classified into four types, that is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue, where connective tissues are classified into four types, areolar, adipose, skeletal and fluid, and epithelial tissues again classified into five according to their shape, that is squamous, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated and granular. According to their layered structure they are classified, and this is an example of nerve tissue in animals. Here four tissues have their different functions, where epithelial tissue acts as covering and controls the movement, and connective tissue integrates various parts of the body. And these are the examples of squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal tissue, that is these are all our epithelial tissues. As we seen beneath of our skin, these are found in. It covers and controls the movement. And this is an adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is a loose connective tissue which stores energy in the form of a fat beneath our skin. And next one is skeletal tissue, which is striated muscle tissue attached to bones. That is, this is found in skeletal muscles which connects skeleton, that is bones to tissues, bones to organs. It provides support and protection to organs in various parts of our body. Fluid tissue is nothing but that permits a space between individual cells, that is which space that is between blood and limbs. And come to muscle tissue, it allows the body to move, and nervous tissue propagates information from one organ to the another organ. These all tissues are made up of each specialized cell. As we see, the group of cells is called as a tissue, and group of tissues is called as organ, and a group of organ is called organ system. And this is the muscular tissue, that is striated muscle, smooth muscle, cardiac muscle. These are classified according to their location in our body. And this is the tissues present in our stomach, that is smooth muscle tissue, loose connective tissue, nervous tissue, and columnar epithelium. That is every tissue present in our stomach and do their function. And as we see that animal tissues present are 4 types. These are similar in our body also, that is humans also have similar structure like animals in tissue organization. That is we all also have 4 types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue, and muscular tissue. And our next we discussed about the blood and what is blood and etc. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.